What's up YouTube? Welcome to yet another Model Airplanes channel video. And this video is not gonna be an airport update, although if you see in the background, that is part of my Mililani Malka International Airport, which is a fictional airport in which is right around its 5-year anniversary. Yeah, 5 years ago I made Mililani Malka International Airport. So be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss that first airport update when that comes. But this will be a very different video. This will actually be a double model review on two Concordes, two legendary Concordes, which, as you all know, the Concordes were retired in 2003. I think British Airways was the last one to have their Concordes before they retired. So we have the legendary British Airways Concorde and AirFrance Concorde, and I will be reviewing both these models for this video. And yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get started. But if you do also like these reviews, be sure to hit that like button, excuse me, and comment which model you'd probably want to see me review next, depending on if I have the model or not. And be sure to subscribe to the Model Airplanes channel so that you don't miss out on these videos, and also to Everything Planes and More. I think by the day I'm recording this, we're up to 47 subscribers on Everything Planes and More, which is just fantastic. Yeah, ever since I got rid of airplane accident animation videos from that channel and had to go with everything else that wasn't that, ever since that, and probably thinking that might affect my channel in a bad way, well, actually affected it pretty well. Thank you to all those who've been watching the videos on my main channel, Everything Planes and More. It really means so much, and thank you for all, and I really appreciate most of the feedback on those videos. Really does make me pretty satisfied knowing that my channel is improving, and it's improving very well. So thank you for 47 subscribers on that channel, and yeah, hopefully we get to 50 on Everything Planes and More. We're really close there, just 3 away. So we'll just go ahead now and get started with this model review. And we're gonna start with the AirFrance Concorde here. It was one day after Christmas. I actually found this model, I think, on the ground I was at a friend's house. It was H&L Aviation's house. I was at his house in 2019, and yeah, he, of course, also has model airports. Be sure to subscribe to H&L Aviation. I'll link his channel down in the description below so that can check out his channel, because he also does some model reviews. Well, he used to. He does plane spotting, some airport updates, and I think he also has some model reviews and some other stuff like that. So be sure to check out his channel. I'll link it down in the description below. But for more on this model actually I found on the floor of his house, and I don't know, it just looked really cool because of course it's the Concorde. And yeah, as you can also see, this isn't Daron real toy with the, just show this Allegiant here, with these wheels. No, this is the Welly model with, I guess, silver-ish wheels. It does roll alright. Speaking of Daron Welly, Daron Company has actually released a UPS MD-11, so maybe soon you'll see that in some of the later airport updates. But for more on this model, I'm actually gonna go through and just quit talking for now. I'll just say the rest of the story later. But yeah, basically I found this model on the floor ground. Yeah, on the ground. And apparently they didn't really need it anymore. Like, yeah, I guess they're sort of done using it. It's the same for this British Airways Concorde, but more on it later. So yeah, that's how I got it. Basically, I found it on the floor of that house, or somewhere, I don't know where, and they said that it was fine, I can keep it. So yeah, that's really nice. And so I just basically have this on display. So yeah, just because the Concorde is that memorable. So we'll just go ahead and get started with this. Hopefully the lighting is okay with this video. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there will be some model reviews later on, which hopefully will have better lighting. But we'll start over here with we have, of course, here the nose cone. They actually call this the droop snoot. So basically the nose cone would, I guess, like drop down. I think they use that for takeoffs and landings.
The Concorde featured a droop snoot.
Droop snoot?
Yeah, the snoot would droop.
The snoot droop.
But yeah, it's really cool that the Concorde had this feature. There was no flaps on this thing. Yeah, there wasn't no flaps. There wasn't any flaps on the Concorde, so they had this nose cone, which I guess would be used as, I guess, a forward flap. So that's really amazing. And then over here you have, I'll just go from the front here, of the many windows there. You have the main landing gear, the forward door. There's a little writing over here. I can't really see it that well. Yeah, it said, I don't know, it says something AirFrance, I don't know. So we got the forward doors, we have all the Concorde has these delta wings, of course, which is pretty nice. And it's like a fighter jet. In case you didn't know, this was actually the supersonic of, I guess, passenger aviation. I don't know, I think it takes like maybe, I don't know how long it takes, but it definitely, I think the Concorde, like, basically on long haul flights from, like, I don't know, I think like British Airways JFK to London Heathrow, or Air France JFK to Paris, I think this was like maybe double the time of like the aircrafts that you see now, the 787s, A330s, and all that. So yeah, this thing is like basically the supersonic model of aviation. And then another thing you can tell about this model is it doesn't have it has no ailerons like you see on like maybe the JL777 that I made over here, or that. No, this thing is like a fighter jet, but it has no ailerons, which is quite amazing. And no, I don't think this is. I think this is a little slower than maybe a F-18 or F-22 or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I think it can hit like. I know it can hit Mach 1. That's really amazing. This thing's literally like a passenger fighter jet, which is really cool. But yeah, the Concorde has 6 doors, the delta wing shape, and the fighter jet style engines, which is really cool, as you can see over here. And there's the main landing gear over there. But yeah, this is a really legendary model. Unfortunately, this plane retired in 2003, and so, yeah, and there's one fatal crash that actually, I guess, ruined the Concorde, if you would say, and it was this very exact plane, AirFrance Concorde. I think it was like 4590. That kind of ruined the image of the Concorde in a way, and kind of, I don't know, decided of their retirement or something. I don't know, it's really sad. But yeah, for any of those that were around when the Concorde existed, I don't know, I'm guessing it was really nice. So yeah, lucky for those people who have been on the Concorde or seen it, yeah. And yeah, we're gonna miss this thing. So I think that's it for the AirFrance Concorde, and let's move on now to the next one. So sorry that I probably went more time than I should have with the AirFrance Concorde, but now we have the British Airways Concorde, and this model was actually reviewed by H&L Aviation. I'll link that video down in the description as well. And yeah, basically that. So he already reviewed this model, and yeah, there's really not much to say about it. It's basically just like the AirFrance Concorde, but I'll just go ahead and go with story of how I got this. So I think, as you all know, if you've seen Everything Planes and More, one of my most recent shorts, I was on a glider plane at this airfield called Dillingham Airfield. It's really nice. If you haven't been there, you have to check it out. It's the runway strip is really long. And I actually did an X-Plane 12 video at that airport, so you can go subscribe to my Everything Planes and More channel, and maybe you'll find it. Probably. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and go on with the review here. So as you can see, it has, on the British Airways Concorde, these windows over here are much easier to see than the AirFrance ones. I'll just run this over here. So there you go. So as you can see here, hopefully, the British Airways Concorde, its windows are much easier to see than the AirFrance ones, which is why I think I like the British Airways one better. And of course, British Airways was the last one, the last of the two airlines to have the Concorde before its retirement in 2003. I think its last flight was, I think, from maybe JFK to London Heathrow. I think so. I don't know. But yeah, it's still really sad that this had to go. So here's the cone right here. Really just same thing. Delta wings, fighter jet style engines. No ailerons. But we do have the British Airways tail, which is pretty nice. And we also, I forgot to mention this back part over here. I think that's for tail strike, since this thing is very long. Like, if it were to do like that, then, I don't know, maybe that would count as a tail strike. I don't know. But yeah, moving on to the rest of it, we have, of course, the British Airways logo over here, that thing, of all these doors and windows over here. I would say how much passengers and stuff, if this, there we go. I would say how much passengers this would fit, or people as a whole, but since I know literally not that much about the passenger space on this aircraft, we're just gonna ignore that. So yeah, of course, same thing, 6 doors, really amazing and legendary model. And yeah, really sad that these are gone, to be honest. I don't know, it would be really cool to see them in 2023, although I don't know how long they've been in service. Yeah, like, I think these were around since maybe 1980s or the 1990s, somewhere around that, I don't know. But yeah, nonetheless, that's gonna do it pretty much for this model review. I literally covered everything else with the AirFrance Concorde. But, oh yeah, the story behind this one. So, speaking of, I know I said something about Dillingham Airfield and stuff like that. Well, one day, when me, H&L Aviation, and BI3T, also known as Brett, I'll probably link his channel down in the description, or you can check out my Kailua Kona Airport update, which I did with him. So, yeah, he had 10 models that he would give away to both me and BI3T, and this British Airways Concorde was one of them. So, yeah, I basically took it, along with, I think, a few other models, the Southwest over here, and also this Hawaiian, or one of those two, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this model review. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like these model reviews, hopefully these model reviews in the future will be much shorter, because I don't know, this was only really long because I had a lot to talk about. But yeah, if you do like these model reviews, then comment down below which one you think I should review next out of some of these other ones. Let maybe the next review might be that UPS Sim47 or this FedEx 777 over here. Who knows? But yeah, if you do have a certain aircraft you'd like to see a review on, then please comment down below. I want to thank you all very much for watching again. And once again, sorry if this was an extremely long video, just a lot to talk about. But yeah, thank you again for 47 subscribers on Everything Planes and More. Hopefully we reach 50, and I'll have a 50 subscriber special out when I do hit that. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to catch some of my other airport updates when they do come out, and also some more model reviews. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you all for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.